Hey, Pastor Adam LiVecchi here. I have a short prophetic message, and I want to kind of bring something into our focus, something for us to think about, something for us to be cautious about, something for us to be alert about. It's not really a long teaching. It's more of kind of like an overview, but with a prophetic spin on it for now. In the book of Daniel, in chapter 1, we know that the people of God, they're besieged, their idolatry led them into captivity. They didn't hear the word of the Lord from Jeremiah, and so they get taken captive, and they're in a really bad place because of their idolatry. And idolatry always leads to captivity, and it always leads to bad things. And so the first thing that the enemy does is he wants to re-educate and reorient the children. And so the children are named different names. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego get different names. Daniel gets Belshazzar. And so the children are re-educated, reoriented, renamed. So there's the indoctrination, there is the identity, the indoctrination, and then the appetite, where he wants to give them a certain type of a diet. And Daniel rejects that, and he chooses not to be defiled by the king's delicacies, and he positions himself through not compromising to come into a place of favor, and that brings Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and himself into a place of favor. And so then from there you have Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. The devil basically through the king is demanding that they fall down and worship the idol, and so they don't do that. And then in Daniel chapter 6, because they're jealous of Daniel, they are trying to get Daniel to stop praying. And so what I want you to see, and what I want us to be aware and alert about, is that the enemy, he's after our worship and he's after our intercession. And the reason he's after the worship and the intercession is because those are the foundational disciplines that produce our testimony. And so you see later in Daniel's interceding for understanding on the prophetic word, so that he knows how to navigate and so that he knows how to move within his culture. But if the enemy would have been able to steal their worship and been able to steal their prayer, Daniel would have never came into a place of greater understanding later in the book. And one of the things the devil tries to do to steal our testimony is he tries to shut down the intercession and shut down the praise, or shut down the worship, or demand idolatry, demand worship, and then stop our prayers. And so I want to let you know that one person, 2 people, 5 people who are totally devoted, who are completely without compromise, they're more dangerous than 300 people who shout amen and live like the devil every week. And one of the things that we have to really, really be alert of is to not allow the enemy to indoctrinate us, to provide us with a pseudo and a false identity, to determine our appetite, to steal our worship, and to stop our prayer. We have to reject all of that. And in this season, the enemy is trying to shut down the worship, and he's trying to shut down the prayer. And we have to know that we may not be in a building, we may not be together. We cannot permit the enemy to shut down the worship, to shut down the prayer. Everyone is preaching on cameras. That's amazing. But let's not allow the enemy to shut down the worship and the prayer. And I'm not talking at you, I'm talking with you. I myself have to turn up and dial in even more. And so I just want to encourage you that this was a systematic way the enemy was trying to kill the remnant of Israel who were stuck in Babylon. And so I want to encourage you to not allow the enemy to do that to you. All right? Bless you guys. We love you. We're praying for you.